On the doorstep of an orphanage in Ithaca, New York, July 6, 1898. The next 12 years of his life were to be spent as a ward of the state. A lawyer and his seamstress wife finally adopted us in 1912. Shortly after 14th birthday, Sid was to join the district attorney's office.
Father was an assistant district attorney. The motive is clear, the opportunity was present, and the facts are clearly on our side.
In Pittsford, attended Pittsford High School. At his commencement was to give the oration. A good
machine-like, but so in sync with the rest of the crew that his humanity was never a question.
He studied rhetoric and became a member of the rowing team.
Then along comes this obsession with Betty, and what was to become his philosophy would spout forth now and again, but we always took them as jokes. They were little routines, not like a setup and punchline, but more like an invitation. It was all very funny, even up to the point where the routines became prevalent and conversation was constrained. We were really too confused to protest when he started the thing up. At this point I called my secretary over the den, who then called security. They escorted him out, and he left rather peaceably.
Sid offered his stepson $150 a month allowance to live in New York City and find his way into business as a clerk.
After about 10 minutes of this, it was entertaining if nothing else. We realized that he was serious and had no intention of stopping this presentation until we agreed that his ideas were correct.
But he fled before his first month in the city ended. Leaving by train, back to Ithaca and purchased a used Buick Roadster. He spent the next 4 months camping in the woods of upstate New York, eating food of poached game and greens stolen from gardens, cooking over a fire made from wood of the trees he felled with his own axe. His used automobile had problems with its suspension. This engineering flaw would cause it to swerve on an icy road into a tree in November.
You see, he was left on the doorstep of the orphanage in Ithaca. He stayed there and in and out of foster homes until he was 14, so it was obvious he had little time to develop strong ties to people or locales. Stayed near Ithaca most of his life, I believe, more out of fear than out of nostalgia. Finally taken in by the family of a trial lawyer from Pittsburgh.
When he was finally released, at the age of 47, became the recipient of his now-deceased stepfather's inheritance of nearly $50,000.
I had been to lunch with a colleague, and when I came back, there was a note from my secretary that a gentleman had stopped by wishing to speak with me about a matter of urgency.
In 1958, his inheritance dwindling, began working as an instructor in Ithaca College's fledgling television program. Increasingly alienated from a society he had been isolated from for most of his adult life, became paranoid and reclusive. In private, he began to record himself and film a video in the guise of various figures he saw as perpetrators and victims of what he described.
Considering any alternative scenario, I set a meeting for the next morning with the chair of the department present.